Good morning everyone. I hope everybody had a good night's sleep, and I hope everybody's been having a blessed morning already. And it is so beautiful outside. The sun is shining here, no clouds in the sky, but the sun is deceiving. It is not that warm outside because I just came in from feeding everybody, doing my morning chores. Um, we are still in Genesis. We have gotten where Isaac took Rebekah as it to become his wife, which was Rebekah was a brethren to his daddy, Isaac's dad. So we are in chapter 25. Then again, Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah. And she bare him Zimron, and Jokshan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shana. And Josagah begat Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were Asherom, and Letshurim, and Lum. And the sons of Midian, Ephra, and Hagnok, and Abadai, Eldah. All these were the children of Keturah. I hate reading through those. Let me get my. Good morning, Tiny Tim. How are you doing today? I hate reading where it has the generations because I know I always butcher the names. I know I do. Some of them I don't, but some of them I do. Anyway, let's go on to verse 5. Let me get me a drink first. All right. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac. But unto the sons of concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son while he lived eastward unto the east country. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived 160 years. Then Abraham gave up the ghost and died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. And his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar and the Hitterite, which is before Mamre. The field which Abraham purchased of the sons of Heth, there was Abraham buried, and his son and Sarah his wife. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt by the well Lahore. I am butchering these names so bad. Now these are the generation of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Adam. And these are the names of the son of Ishmael, by the names according to their generation. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebajoy, and Kedar, and Adbeel, and Mibsam, and Misham, and Duma, and Massa, Hadar, and Timur, Jetar, Napish, Kadima. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their 12 princes according to the nations. And these are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. And he gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people. And they dwelt from Havilah unto Shur, that is before Egypt, as thou goest towards Azra. And he died in the presence of all his brethren. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac. Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethel, the Syria of Pandamra, the sister to Laban the Syrian. Excuse me. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Ezra. And after that came his brother out of his hand, took hold on Ezra's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Ezra was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Israel because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob saw pottage, and Ezra came from the field, and he was faint. And Ezra said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Ezra said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Ezra bread and porridge of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Ezra despised his birthright. Chapter 26. And there was a famine in the land besides the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went into Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries. I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seeds of all these countries. In thy seed shall all nations of the earth be blessed, because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge and my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And the man of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister, for he feared to say, She is my wife. Lest, said he, the man of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. So I think when they say fair to look upon, I think that means she is just downright gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with his Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety, she is thy wife. And how sayest thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. We've seen that before in Genesis already. And Abimelech said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have lain with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltiness upon us. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that touches this man or his wife should surely be put to death. Then Isaac sold in the land, and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became great. For he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. For all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham, his father the Philistines had stopped them, and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father. For the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called the names after the names of which his father had called them. And Isaac's servants digged in the valley, and found there a well of springing water. And the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, the water is ours. And he called the name of the well Isaac, because they strove with him. And they digged another well, strove for that also, and he called the name of it Stidnah. And he removed from this, and digged another well, and for that strove not, and he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, for now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beersheba. And the Lord appeared unto him the same night, this, I am the God of Abraham thy father, fear not, for I am with thee, and will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for thy servant Abraham's sake. And he built an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servants digged a well. And Amalek went to him, and from Gur and Asher, one of his friends, and Pichol, the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have sent me away from you? And they said, we saw certainly that the Lord was with thee, and we said, let there be now an oath between us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee, that thou wilt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. And thou art now the blessed of the Lord. And he had made them a feast, and they eat and drink. And then they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another. And Isaac sent them away, and departed from them in peace. And it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came and told them concerning the well which they had dug, and said unto him, we have found water. And he called it Sheba. And therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. And Ezra was 40 years old when he took it to wife Judith, the daughter of Beer the Hittite, of Bashmath, the daughter of Eldon the Hittite, which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and to Rebekah. Chapter 27. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old, and his eyes were dim, so he could not see, he called Uzzah, his elder son, and unto him said, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here I am. And he said, behold, now I am old, I know not the day of my death. Well, therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison. And make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Ezra his son, and Ezra went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Ezra my brother, thy brother, saying, bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Good morning, zombie prepper. How are you doing today? Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to the flock, and fetch me from thence 2 goats, 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them my savory meat for thy father, such as he had loved. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Ezra my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will fill me, and I shall seem to be as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his father said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son. Only obey my voice, and go fetch me them. And then he went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat such as father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Azar, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob her younger son. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands, and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave the savory meat and the bread which he had prepared unto the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, My father. And he said, Here I am. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badst me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because the Lord thy God brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Ezra or not. And Jacob went near Isaac his father, and he felt him, and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Ezra. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy as his brother's Ezra's hands, so he blessed them. And he said, Art thou my son, very son Ezra? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelt the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore God give thee of the dew of the heaven, the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee, the Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Azra his brother came in from his hunting. He also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Ezra. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Where is he that had taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. Good morning, Michelle's Tasty Dishes. How are you doing today? And when Ezra heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto him his father, Bless me even also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother come with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he had taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Ezra, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Ezra said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Ezra lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heaven from above. But by thy sword shall thou live, and that shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Ezra hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Ezra said in his heart, the days of the mourning of my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Ezra, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Ezra, as touching me, thou comfort himself, purposing to kill me. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice, arise and flee thou to Lebanon, my brother, to Haran, and tarry with him a few days, until thy brother's fury turns away, until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forget that which thou hast done to him. Then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day? And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob take a wife of his daughters of Heth, such of these which are the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do to me? I think I'm gonna read one more chapter for today, and that's chapter 28. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him, and charged him, and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to Pandaram, to the house of Bethel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of my daughters of Lebanon, thy mother's brother. And God Almighty bless thee, and make thee fruitful, and multiply thee, thou mayst be a multiple of people, and give thee the blessing of Abraham to thee, and to thy seed with thee, that thou mayst inherit the land wherein thou art a stranger, which God gave unto Abraham. And Isaac sent away Jacob, and he went to Pandaram unto Laban, the son of Bethuel the Syrian, the brother of Rebekah, Jacob and Ezra's mother. And Ezra saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob, and sent him away to Pandaram to take him a wife from thence, and that he blessed him, saying he gave him a charge, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. And that Jacob obeyed his father and his mother, and was gone to Pandaram. And Ezra, seeing that the daughters of Canaan pleased not Isaac his father, then went Ezra unto Ishmael, and took unto the wives which he had Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nahor, to be his wife. And Jacob went out from Beersheba, and went towards Haran. And he lighted upon a certain place, and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place, and put them for his pillows, and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it, and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham thy father, and God of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. Excuse me. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again unto this land. For I will not leave thee until I have spoken that which I have spoken to thee. And Jacob waketh out of his sleep, and he said, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I knew it not. And he was afraid, and said, How dreadful is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. And Jacob rose up early in the morning, and took the stone that he had put for his pillows, and set it for a pillar, and poured oil upon the top of it. And he called the name of that place Bethel. But the name of the city was called Luz at the first. And Jacob vowed a vow, saying, If God will be with me, and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat, and raiment to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord be my God, and this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be God's house, and of all that shall give me, I will surely give the tenth to thee. So I'm going to stop right there. Tomorrow we will start on chapter 29 of Genesis. I don't know how many chapters is left in. Oh yeah, we still got quite a ways in Genesis, but I always like to end my reading of the Bible with a prayer. So if y'all don't mind, bow your heads, but unless you're driving, if you're driving, please don't bow your heads. Please do not bow your heads if you are driving or working with heavy machinery, or you can't stop at doing what you're doing. So, dear Lord God, please, I pray for all those that are sick and all those that are hurting today. Please wrap your arms around everyone that is in the hospital, everyone that is sick, everyone that has lost a loved one through all this stuff that is going on and going around, or whether or not they lost a loved one from something else, a car wreck, cancer, anything of that nature. And I pray that you keep the evil out of our country, our world. And I pray that you comfort all those that hear my voice and reading of this Bible. And I pray that you bless them, Lord. Amen. So that's it for today. So I'll see y'all later, and God bless.